Hey everybody, how you doing? The baby from Chuck Rock 2, son of Chuck 84 here. So today we have Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2. Now this one is noteworthy for having Michael Jackson, Shaquille O'Neal, Bill and Hillary Clinton. I think there's a robot. I was looking at the menu, I was about to say menus, but the manual. You're looking at the photos now, so you will come across that. And this is considered better by many than the first one. But as Gollum Cone just stated, the first one is iconic. Yeah, I pretty much said that with the Ready to Rumble review. It's just like Crazy Taxi, just kind of a frozen in time kind of game, kind of a noteworthy game, kind of one of the Dreamcast mascots. It's on up there with, Sonic from Sonic Adventure. You've seen old commercials with It's Thinking with these Ready to Rumble people. And a lot more fighters. Looks like they kept all of the fighters, or the majority of the fighters from the first game, and they have added a bunch of new ones. One of my favorites is Mama Tua. That's my woman right there. Yeah, it's got that same guy. I think this guy, this boxing guy, he copywritten or put a copyright on the term Ready to Rumble, so no one else could say it. So they stuck him in a movie and in this game and stuff. So that guy made some money just from saying that and having a announcer history on his resume. That's Mama Tua right there. But this one's larger in scope. Looks like it's got a lot more energy and stuff behind it. The first one was just kind of like a classic, but it's a good installment, a good introduction. This one just is more of a extrapolated. It builds on the foundation. It's just more of a built-up structure. So yeah, this is Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2. Let's see what this game's all about. Yeah, yeah. So there were some funny moments that were happening, but it's like I'm laughing after looking at it. It's kind of got this weird latent humor. Just looking at Mama Tua just grimacing, just looking like she's disgusted, and then seeing that announcer guy just standing there with all the other animated people. So you got like a human. It's kind of like those Muppets movies where you see a human being surrounded by Muppets, and it's just you kind of wish that it was nothing but Muppets. Let's hit that star button. Man, that music makes me think of just early to mid '90s, like Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch and just whatnot. Let's just hit start. You know, to be honest with you, I'm not really that ready to rumble, but I'm just gonna kind of make myself get ready to rumble. Maybe when I'm rumbling, I'll be ready to rumble. But are we ever really ready to rumble? I mean, let's just be honest. I think a lot of us just kind of push ourselves to be ready to rumble, but I don't know. There might be some people out there who are totally ready to rumble. And I don't want to meet those people. I'm just messing. No, man, just look at the Big Willie right there. He looks way more funnier in this game. I was talking way too much about Mama Tua, so I just have to. Angel Raging Riviera. He's from Mexico. He's like healthy. He's 153. She's 400 straight, 400 even. Like the other guy, he's 153. That's like a believable amount. But Mama Tua, she's just straight 400. It's like she wants to be 400. When she sees 399 on the scale, that's when she starts eating. When she sees 401, that's when she stops eating. She has to maintain that perfect equilibrium with 400 pounds. Look at her face. She looks like a shotgun wedding punishment, you know? Like you have to or else, you know? She's working on it. I think this guy was in the first game, wasn't he? Got the Aztec shorts. Looking like some Quasicodal or whatever. Quetzalcoatl. Yeah. Now I'm just gonna button mash to see how we do. Now, yeah, I mean, the graphics look crisper. Looks like the gameplay is a little bit smoother. Maybe just a little bit. The shorts that he's wearing makes me think of Viva Pinata. Have you guys ever played that? I tried to play that. It's supposed to be like I think an Xbox 360 greatest hit. She just did a backflip. I was talking about backflips today at work. Oh, wow. I just pulled off a really good Mama Tua move. She just thrashed. Mama Tua. I told you she's my woman. I don't know. Maybe there's something to Mama Tua. Look at that. That's like, you're sleeping with my man? It's that kind of move. She's real jealous. Nobody looks at my man like that. When, like, her man is probably some, like, really skinny guy. Oh, look at her. This is hilarious. I think that the comedic overtones and undertones just kind of meld, just kind of mesh a little bit better with this game. I don't know. Gollum Cone said that this one's probably the better one, or the more critically acclaimed one, or the most memorable one. And he's right. That guy's name was flashed in the beginning of the game, and I already forgot it. I don't know. That guy's frozen in time, just like the first Ready to Rumble. This is like the one to pop in the system to play with people.
The first one's good. I don't know. People are kind of divided between Power Stone 1 and 2, but when it comes to Ready to Rumble 1 and 2, I'd say 2 is just, you know, it goes without saying it's better. I don't know. I'm sure people disagree, but these are my opinions. The mother of all Tuas, Mama Tua. You need to exercise. She's probably going to do a victory meal after she wins. She looks like she belongs on Outlaw Volleyball. Outlaw Golf. Do you remember those Outlaw games? She got cut off. Didn't your daddy tell you nothing? She probably has her vagina pierced. Mama Tua probably has, I don't know. I can't make jokes when I'm just like looking at Mama Tua, you know? It just looks like that other chick, man. She's just like got the feminist blue, you know, hair. It's just level 2, man, and like she's already thrashing and killing Mama Tua. She looks like she'd do anything for attention, that girl on the right, Elle Valentine. Mama Tua looks like she's desperate for anything. You don't mess with mamas, alright? Hey man, there's something fishy about this game because there's the Israel flag on the background, man. I mean, they got like all the flags, but Israel's not legit. Israel is a state that was funded by the Rockefellers. It's just a counterfeit state. It's there's innocent Palestinians that are attacked for no reason, all because of satanic globalists. Israel is totally illegitimate, and like, why is like most of the United States war funds and all this stuff going to support Israel when this is America? We should be supporting ourselves, man. Like we were isolationists for the longest time after like World War II and stuff. So why are we supporting Israel? Short answer, Jewish people. Because these satanic globalist elite people, they hide behind Judaism, and it doesn't make any sense. And we're supposed to just like accept that, and then we think that our left-right paradigm political system is legitimate? Bull crap. It's a total smokescreen. It's totally messed up. And it's insulting that most people are not awake and aware to this. They're just going to talk about Trump like that's legitimate. Any puppet that's in power is just contrived. You know? We need to be carpet bombing the Rothschilds' mansions. We need to assassinate them. But, you know, we're not going to do that because we have morals and values, man. I mean, I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that just, you know, that would lower my character, you know what I mean? But, I mean, that is what needs to be done. We need drastic measures, but we can't really unify because they got that whole divide and conquer thing going on. But we all know this stuff. And, yeah, it's kind of scary, man. It's just the way things are going. You can't even talk about the Rothschilds or anything like that. I mean, like, you can in a good way, and you can in a bad way for now. But there will be a time where they're going to do some George Orwell 1984, and they're going to just totally penalize us for speaking the truth. But, yeah, we live in a world where you speak the truth, and people think you're crazy. Because of cognitive dissonance and brainwashing. So there you go. We live in a world where people think that circumcision is absolutely fine. And, oh, I'm going to do it to my son because it was done to me. Or I'm going to do it to my son. It was done to my family. And they don't complain or anything. They might be internalizing a whole lot of stuff. Or, like, not even, like, if they ever sat down and really, like, self-actualized, you know. I mean, circumcision might be okay for the 75% of extroverts out there who don't really self-actualize, you know what I mean? A lot of people just drown their, like, whenever they get depressed and stuff, they drown in a bottle or something, or they smoke weed or do whatever. But, you know, if they really were to just sit down and figure things out, they'd be pissed off about being circumcised. They'd be, you know what I mean? There's a lot of like blatant gynocentrism and stuff going on, where if people would just sit down and think about it, they'd be like, you know what? That's messed up that I have to put up with this kind of stuff. Why has it got to be like this? But instead of them questioning, they just lower their IQ by, you know, looking at garbage on TV and drinking alcohol and whatever. And they're not bettering themselves, you know? So, you know, I mean, that's just the reality. I mean, we all should know these things, but I just feel like a lot of people just don't even want to start to even think about caring or let alone do anything about it, you know? So, Mama Tua, do it. Do it, Mama Tua, for freedom. Oh, I've been talking about all kinds of stuff just playing as Mama Tua. Let me just switch characters. Yeah, man, this is a good video because, I'm talking about all kinds of stuff, man. Getting all kinds of the truth out there, man. Admittedly, my videos get very low view counts, but at the same time, I don't care. Let's see who we can play as that we didn't... I think that was the guy we fought, right? J.R. Fleury. Sounds like a McFlurry. All that milk products, man, it's so bad because it messes up with your hormones. It makes you want to eat more. And people just down milk stuff. I mean, milk is in everything. It's in, like, candy bars and stuff. It's horrible, man. And like I went to Walmart today, and it's just like all this stuff just peddled to you. It's garbage. It's all garbage. Joey T looks like he's got a bone to pick with Mama Tua because he literally does have a bone to pick because she ate that ham bone. She ate the whole ham, and he's left with the bone. So he's got to pick that bone, but he's got to go through Angel Raging Riviera first because you know he's. You know, with Mama Tua right now. She is his boo. So, what do all booberry ghosts do? They get revenge for women that eat ham bones that are illegitimate to them. You know, that wasn't her ham bone to eat, but she's just Mama Tua. She's so fat, she can't help it. See, he likes to eat too. He likes to eat that New York pizza side street meat, you know? He likes to eat that grease. He just wants Mama Tua to get her hands stuck in his back hair. You know? And this guy's like, you know, hey, I got there first, you know? Ain't no double dipping. No double dipping tonight, alright? Mama Tua don't care if there's any double dipping. She's, you know, she'll take what she can get. But you know how desperate men are. Isn't that sad how, like, men are just... We gotta lower our standards, man. I feel like I could probably get a girl that's, like, at the very lower tier. Kind of easy. Like, desperate girls that already have STDs and who are fat and, like, have skin problems and who have, like, tattoos and kids and roaches in their house and stuff like that. Like, I could probably get that real easy if I really wanted to. Or if I wanted to debase myself and you know, settle like that. But I mean, women really they don't care that men have standards too. The only thing that matters to them is their own standards. Like I don't know, man. Just I feel like if I worked hard and like I slaved myself and worked a job that I hated and just did everything that I could, like read pickup artist books or whatever, or videos or whatever on YouTube, that like if I applied myself like that and like lowered my own morals and just kind of lied to myself and just, I don't know, and it just like corrodes your soul, man. Just like being inauthentic, just, you know, like trying to be stylish and just, you know, working angles and just doing all this, just being a man that woman wants as opposed to the man I want to be. You know, if I did that, I might be able to get like a 6 at best, not a 10. Like, I mean, it depends on how much money and status and power I got, but I mean, I feel like that all that work and just lowering my lifespan for that, when I could play a video game like this, you know, I'd rather be doing this. And I just think that we've all been sold lies, and it's just an embarrassment, and I think that females need to just look themselves in the mirror because they did this. They only want 20% of men that are like, you know what I mean? They only want these successful men with money and looks and status and stuff. Well, there's 80% of us that are just like left out, and it's all because women are stupid. So that tells you something, you know? I'm getting a whole lot out, man. I'm venting. This is great. Hey, I'm gonna upload another person's game save and see if I can play as Bill and Hillary Clinton or Shaq or Michael Jackson. Let's do that. Dude, like, I looked at my game saves, and for Jimmy White's 2 cue ball, it took up 98 blocks. Now, why is it going to take up half of my VMU when, you know, you guys saw that game? I mean, I'm assuming that you haven't, but it doesn't matter because that game wasn't anything really sophisticated or crazy. What was it about that game that was taking up 98 blocks? That's very funny. Let's see. We are playing Ready to Rumble Boxing Round 2. Let's look and see what El Bucanero has in store today. Okay. All boxers except Rumble Man, but I want all of them. Hey, all characters, costumes, and holiday costumes. That's what I want. I don't know what else is offered, but all right. I think that did it. Oh, yep, here we go. This is awesome. What is this guy? Freedom Brock? Huh. Oh, okay. Roblox. I gotta play as this guy. Okay, you can play as the... Oh, is that Prince? That looks a lot like Prince, but it's not. That has to be Prince. For some reason, they couldn't get away with doing Prince. Freaky Deaky. Okay, yeah, we got First Lady and Mr. President, but we all know who that's supposed to be. This might be a long review because I want to show off these people, right? I want to be Roblox and see what that's all about. It's the Cyrax of this game. Ready to Rumble. Man, yeah, this offers so many more players. This is totally better than the first one. If you disagree, then we disagree. You might have played it as a launch title, and it just you know hits you at a critical moment, and you know hit with nostalgia every time you see the first game, probably. But I think this one's better. Turning it up for the intros.
From the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, wearing no trunks and weighing in at a sturdy 150 pounds, the automatic Punch-O-Matic Robot 3-4. From the District of Columbia.
I like this one a whole lot better than the first one. I keep saying the same things, but Butcher Brown, baby. Can you imagine him in the back of your grocery store cutting meat with the little meat slicer? And we got like Aliens versus Predator versus just some guy, some butcher. Okay, like I've stated this before, the little victory stances where it don't, like, what is that? You hit a button on the controller and then the character just dances as opposed to doing their job. How do you do the super? There's got to be lists and stuff online.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, this is going to be a super long review, but I don't care. There's so many zany characters. I think Shaquille O'Neal is hilarious just as a person. All the crazy movies and his career has just been super. Like, there was like a Shaq energy drink and stuff. Shaq is on up there with like Snoop Dogg when it comes to just being stupid and ridiculous. kind of irreverent, but irreverent at the same time, you know. Well, I'm not playing too terribly good with this guy. Let's just pick a different character. Zany characters, and the gameplay's kind of the same as the first Ready to Rumble, but maybe slightly better. My hands don't feel as cramped. That's a good thing. Good old Michael Jackson. Yeah. I was thinking about that movie The Wiz today. Maybe because I knew I was going to be reviewing this game. But do you guys remember the trash can scene of The Wiz? That was very surreal and crazy. Michael Jackson's career is cool. All those music videos were really surreal and awesome. It's really tragic what happened because he was talking truth about power and he got off. The doctor that assisted him when he was taking that mother's milk medicine or whatever, that stuff that like terminally ill people take, it's like pain juice or whatever. His doctor is a Freemason. His Jack Kevorkian was a Freemason. See, this was funny back when Michael Jackson was relevant. But in retrospect, just making fun of Michael Jackson like that really isn't funny because it's really sad, man. Like he was a beautiful person, and his father abused him, like horribly abused him, and he was a slave to the music industry. And he made a lot out of himself, and he made a lot of money for his family, and just a lot of drama with that. And he was trying to talk to his fans and stuff, and I think he was innocent when it came to all that pedophilia allegation stuff. I think he was just trying to be a kid and everything, but it really was kind of weird how he named his kids Blanket and stuff like that. Like, that was weird. But I think it was kind of a setup, or like he was brainwashed to be weird. Because he is over the top weird. And a lot of celebrities are weird, but like not Michael Jackson status weird. Because like Michael Jackson is particularly weird. He had some of that Arrested Development consciousness, like where he wanted to be a kid forever. So he did Neverland Ranch, and there's weird stuff with Corey Feldman, and like he was friends with Corey Feldman, and had Corey Feldman come over to his ranch and stuff. There is like overwhelming weird stuff with Michael Jackson, but I mean, his diehard fans always thought he was innocent, and I lean on the innocent side of it because of the nature of his death and how it was the same thing with Prince. There's something about this game and controversial people, because like the Clintons are weird, because Hillary Clinton murdered a bunch of people. Like, Hillary Clinton has blood on her hands, and she lied about emails and all that stuff, and that was just a way for Trump to get his presidency in. But dude, the elites knew that Trump was going to be the puppet, the good little puppet. Because left-right politics are a joke. And why do they only give you two options anyway? That's so stupid and rigged. Pepsi and Coke, give you the illusion of choice. I want to know how to do the Rumble. Well, yeah, that was Michael Jackson, but I was pretty sure there was Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah, I thought there was Shaquille O'Neal. I was very adamant that there was Shaquille O'Neal. No, we're not going to do random because these side characters. Yeah, that's Prince. Rumble Man. Oh, that's the main guy, but he turns into that. Hillary Clinton is a 4-letter C word, so we're not gonna do that. We're gonna give attention to Mr. President here, Mr. Bill Clinton. I did not vote. Period. Last election. I think that voting is just pointless. I think they look at the data, but they messed up with it. Remember the George W. Bush election? they rigged the election with the Diebold machines.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
You know, all those dimpled chads and stuff.
ready to rumble!
You know, this is all, you know, information that you can come across, but a lot of people just have it. They want information served to them. They don't want to go out and actually research this. Those votes are altered in favor of, you know, whoever pays the most or whatever. There are agendas at play, and they fudge the results. They do it all the time. Voting is a fraud. It's a farce, and it's a mockery. You know, the American political system is a joke. I bet you worldwide, all political systems are pretty much a joke. Agendas are going to be pushed regardless, you know. So, but what am I saying that you don't already know? I assume that people know more than they do. There's a lot of like knuckle draggers out there, man. All right, Bill Clinton, man. Good old Bill Clinton. There's people who say Bill Clinton was the best president because, you know, he signed NAFTA, man. He signed the North America Free Trade Agreement. We lost a lot of native jobs, man. Like the textile industry. We would still have jobs in the textile industry if it didn't get exported to Mexico and South America and stuff. So, you know, I don't know. Hey, I was growing up and people were like, Ross Perot. Yeah, man, if Ross, he had a plan, he had those commercials with those big bags of money, man. If Ross Perot was president, oh, man. You know, I don't know, man. I mean, they're all puppets, right? Because, like, you know, what is it, Ralph Nader and stuff, man? It's like they say stuff, but, I mean, like, it's just controlled opposition and stuff. I mean, like, you always believe in some underdog guy that's kind of outside of the paradigm, but then, you know, they never get it. It's always the main people who get it. You know what I mean? I recommend reading stuff about Noam Chomsky. It really gives you insight about politics and stuff. Noam Chomsky is a great author, by the way. I recommend any of his works. Failed States and whatnot. I used to have a bunch of his books. I might have gotten rid of some. Wouldn't be surprised if I did. I got rid of a lot of stuff that I should have kept on to, but, you know, that's life. I'm not 100%. I think I might have gotten rid of all my Goosebumps books, which is kind of foolish, but, you know what, if that's the case, that's what happened, you know. Bill's doing okay. I just can't ever figure out how to do the specials, so I'm going to have to look that up in the manual or something. There's information on the little VMU when you're playing, which is really cool. So that's Bill Clinton. Let's pick another character. Yeah, I got a video pretty much exported and ready to go right now. I'm going to upload it. I uploaded Guilty Gear X earlier, so that's cool. I wonder if this video is going to be like 30 minutes. I would not be surprised. I played as Mama Tua for a good little minute. I played as some Italian-looking guy. So I did Bill Clinton, but I'm not going to honor Hill Dog over there. I'm really curious to see how much Prince this guy looks like. I was never a Prince fan. He's kind of like David Bowie with that Omicron game. Yeah, there's something very inorganic and convoluted, not convoluted, but just contrived about these people, because I don't think that they're real people. I think that there was like probably like old ancient performers back in like Egypt days, or just like it's like a tradition, and you have to have some sort of archetype filled, and the elites are like, you know what, you're gonna be this type of performer, and you're gonna be doing this type of lyrics, this type of performance, because like Satanists are all about rituals, and like musical acts are very much like rituals, you know, they're performances, they're like, you know, they say it's art, but there's something about the spiritual realm and like affecting your inner world and like being a performer like that, because you like people are kind of like in a trance when they're looking at these celebrities and stuff, so they do their thing, and you're you know, you're kind of taken aback by it, but then, you know, who knows what they're doing. You know, they always got something outrageous about them. You know, a lot of people, like, there's this weird androgynous sexual thing with Prince and stuff. That's totally Prince, right? It sounds more masculine than Prince. Prince is more like soft-spoken and light-skinned, I think. Well, I'm not saying skin tone affects masculinity, but I'm just saying that guy looks just a lot like Prince, but he looks more dark-skinned than Prince. I think it's weird how black people, they prefer lighter skin, and then like black celebrities and stuff, you know that they make themselves bleach their skin like Michael Jackson and stuff. And it's weird. It's weird. But, I mean, on the flip side of it, you see white people tanning and stuff, but you don't see white people trying to be black necessarily. And I don't understand that self-hatred. You know, you should just be happy with what you got. And, like, I was wondering this, too. Like, black people probably need sun exposure. But I was thinking that a lot of black people might be avoiding sun exposure because they might be subconsciously or consciously not trying to be more black. Because for some reason, people trash on people who are totally black. So, isn't that weird? You know? That black people don't want to be black? Isn't that weird? But, I can understand that to a degree, because, like, they're, like, redneck people, like, seriously closed-minded and, like, embracing, like, being dumb. Like, really dumb people who, like, if you say anything that's, like, remotely intelligent to them, they're like, speak English, you know, those type people. I don't want to have anything to do with them. But that's not really a skin color thing. That's more of a culture thing. That's more of a, you know, in-group thing. You know, just get away from me. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to understand anything that I say. Just get away from me, man. But then, I saw this video about mirrors. Let me stop this. But, some people are threatened by your intelligence because they see something in you that is in them, but they are scared because they don't want to see the reality, because there's real things about themselves that like you may or may not even try to show them that aspect of themselves, and that they don't want to see it. When you're talking to people, a lot of times you have to like steer the conversation or just keep it simple, or not really talk about real things, because once you do, that just shakes their whole paradigm. And there are people out there that are irrationally running away from their own problems. And I'm the type of person that looks at my own problems face to face. I want to grow as a person and be better. And I've had people just straight up like threaten me and like get confrontational. Oh, there he is. He's hiding in the corner. Shaquille O'Neal. We gotta be Shaquille O'Neal because of Kazam. If you have not seen Kazam, it's the best movie. Watch that Djibouti Dubs, the best of Djibouti Dubs commentary track. I had a really heartfelt laugh with that one. Shaquille O'Neal. Dang, he's tall. His aspect ratio. Vantage points. I gotta see what he says.
The league MVP, Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, he just says something generic. Get ready for some serious butt whooping. This guy looks like he shops at Hot Topic. And then he goes to Spencer's. Wow, that guy smokes way too much crack. Come on, Shaquille O'Neal, just... yeah. You ain't never seen a boxer like this, or something, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, he does a little dance. No, there's something funny about Shaq, and there's something funny about Shaq being in a game that's already kind of funny anyway. I never think that these games are really that quality, but they do have a novelty value, and this is better than the first one. I forgot what I rated the first one. What did I give it, a 6 or something? I think I might have. If that's the case, I'll give this a 7. I might just go ahead and call the shots because I don't really want to go back and watch my video necessarily. A lot of times I'm just like not even finishing my thoughts. I'm just kind of like, you know, lost in the ether. He does a little tap dance. Okay, so we saw Shaquille O'Neal. We know what that looks like. I just can't do those specials. See, I'm like ready to go. Yeah. Anyway, select new boxer. I'm just really curious about that Wolfman looking guy, so I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, I mean, there's a good little swath. And I think we saw the gems. We played Afro Thunder with the first one, so I don't really see the point. That chick, she makes me want to vom. Which makes me want to verp. A vomit burp. Yeah, Freedom Brock. This looks like what was that movie with Jamie Lee Foxx, and it was Teen Wolf, right? I think I saw that when I was on TV one time back in the day. I think it was on Comedy Central. I used to watch a lot of Comedy Central, MTV, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. Those 4, yeah. MTV, Cartoon Network, Comedy Central. You know, those. Cartoon Network. I think I played the Celebrity Deathmatch game on PlayStation 2 when I had a PlayStation 2. Or a PlayStation 1. And that's a bad game.
129 pounds. The Peacemaker, Freedom Brown. 50 Deke, I only have one word of advice for you, bro. Deodorant, man. It works wonders.
He looked like a combination between John Lennon and Pauly Shore. That's not a good good combination. Hey, I watched this video from Vampire Mike from Sega CD. What was it, Sega CD Universe or something? Anyway, he was talking about watching Pauly Shore movies and stuff, and pretty much liking them. And I agree, man. Pauly Shore movies are pretty cool. You don't really hear a lot of people talking about Pauly Shore movies being good. Like, the popular consensus is that Pauly Shore movies are bad. But I really liked, what was it, the In the Army Now and Biodome. I like those two. Those are two of my favorites from him. Never really was a big son-in-law guy. But later on, when he kind of became more obscure, he did Pauly Shore is Dead, and that movie is abysmal. If you're a Pauly Shore fan, just ignore that one. Yeah, but I miss a lot of those games, man. You know, Stephen Baldwin was in Biodome, and Alec Baldwin was the Shadow, and the Baldwins used to do cool stuff. But yeah, I don't think this game is, like, exceptional. You know, this game is okay. I'm not digging that guy. But, yeah, I think I'll just stick with a 7. I think I might have given the first one a 6, but, you know, hey, it's cool. Yeah, this is the one to go to. This is the one to put in and play with people. This is the superior version. You know, who to end this video with? Somebody that's not obvious. Oh, man, just kind of talking about this game and just kind of... yeah, let's just be the Rumble Man, sure, why not? But yeah, 7 out of 10, everybody. Do I recommend this one? I do, for, you know, over the first one. I just don't like the first one as much. But then again, you can't ignore it because it's the introduction of the whole thing, and, you know, hey, this is going to be a really long review. Yeah. What's that guy's name? Mike Stoklasa? I like Red Letter Media, man. It's really good. I recommend you guys watching that stuff. Lots of hilarity. Good stuff with Red Letter Media. Whoa, he's got a rumble pack just attached to his sternum. Man, he could take on the Hulk. I don't know what his deal is, but whatever. Kind of has like a long load time between, you know, intros and fighting, but hey, whatever. Rumble Man, baby. The announcer guy turns into Rumble Man. Oh, that's what happened when he was like having a seizure or something. He's like, "Hey, let's oh, I guess we're fighting." He's like, he is the Incredible Hulk, because that's what happens to the Incredible Hulk. It's Bruce Banner, right? He, you know, he's just a dude, and then he gets angry, and then he turns into that. It's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. It's the same thing. Only Rumble Man looks more like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Man, I remember that movie Van Helsing and how bad it was. Like, how horrible that was. Man, it's just like, it's kind of fresh in my memory, because I had to revisit it with somebody that I know, and oh man, it's some bad stuff, man. Blue screen. I watched it one time, and it was just like blue screen. It's just, every scene is blue screen. It's horrible. And that's like Universal Studios movie, too. It's so sad. And then they did that Mummy movie with Tom Cruise, and that, it was supposed to be the start of a whole cinematic universe, and it's just, dude, you don't ever start a cinematic universe with some Tom Cruise garbage. I've already talked about this in one of my previous videos about how Tom Cruise is just, no. But yeah, 7 out of 10. I recommend. I think it's got novelty, and it's got more fighters, and it seems like the gameplay is not as cramping on the hands. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys.